Welcome class 11 students. As you know, we are discussing about integration, and the assignment is given to you, and I think there is some problem in integration in substitution method. So there are two types of integration. One is called indefinite and second is called definite. Previously we got the indefinite because for that one, let's suppose it is given x dx. It means no limits are given. This is called indefinite. Till now we have studied. Okay, let's suppose here something written from 1 to 5. Some limits are given. This is called definite integration. So there are two types of integration. One is called indefinite and second is definite. In definite integration, there will be some limit. It is as like 1 to 5, or it is like as like 1 to a to what b, or it is as like 0 to 180 angle. So something will be given for you. If such points are given, you should know this is the definite integration. But for indefinite, there are certain questions based on substitution. Let's suppose it is given. Let's suppose ax plus b whole power 5 into what dx. This is given to you. Okay, so one process is there. You have to spend till 5 times. It is much time taking. You better know, we can't do say. So first you remove the problem creator. This is the problem creator. You remove it. So what we get here? Ax plus b is equal to, let's suppose we put it as a what? Come on. Let's suppose any quantity is what? Z. Okay, not taking you. Let's suppose this quantity ax plus b is equal to what? Z. We substitute. So you better know, when you put here z, it becomes z power 5. In the place of dx, we need dz, because here is x, so here is x, because it should be the function. When you it substituted by z, so it also be substituted by dz. So now you differentiate to get the dz. You differentiate it, not integrate. First you differentiate for dx. So what do you get here? A differentiation of x is equal to 1, you better know, plus differentiation of b is equal to what? 0 is equal to differentiation of dz. It will be dz upon what? Dx. Are you getting? Our aim is, since it is substituted by z, so it could be what? It could be what? Come on, in the form of dz. Then only you can integrate. Otherwise, it is not as like this z power 5 dx. No, it is not as like this. If here z, it should be z. So for that, you have to differentiate the substituted quantity. Substituted quantity was ax plus b is equal to z. So you differentiate a x differentiation, you better know a, because x differentiation is 1 plus b is constant, its differentiation is 0, is equal to z, dz upon dx. So what value of dz? Dx. So dx is equal to what we get here? Dz upon a. Are you getting? Okay, now we can substitute these values. So what we get? Integration ax plus b. What ax plus b? Z power 5. Z power 5, and what value of dx? The value of dx is what we get here? Dz upon a. Very easy. A is constant, it will out. 1 upon a is out. Integration z power 5 dz, it becomes z. So directly we can integrate, or take one more step. Z power 5 what? Come on, dz, for better understanding. Now integrate it. 1 upon a, z power 6 upon 6. You better know x power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. It becomes z power 6 upon 6. So it will be 1 upon 6a. 1 upon 6a. What value of z? Now remove the what? Retain the what? Original quantity. What value of z? It is what? Ax plus b whole power what? 6. So this is the answer for you. Are you getting the point? First you have to substitute the quantity for need, according to need, and then dx converted as a dz. If you have substituted it is as a u, so you have to get du. You better know, it will be du. So it should be the function of that function. Okay, so this is the integration by substitution. One more question I will take. Let's suppose you are given as like this: x upon x square plus 1 dx. Okay, it is given as like this. Okay, so first you substitute this. So it is impossible to differentiate it. Very critical point. So first you substitute this one. So what we get here? You substitute such type that its differentiation should be equal to this one. So our aim is this. So x square plus 1 is equal to what? Z. I started. If you put here z, so it will be x upon z. So no doubt it is function of x and it is function of z. It is impossible to integrate it. It should be a function of x or it should be function of z. At least one function. Okay. So now our next aim is not dx. Our next aim is x dx. We have to remove the x dx because this quantity is substituted as a what? Z. So what we can now differentiate according to previous. Okay, it will be 2x is equal to 2x. X integration and differentiation is 2x. plus 1 differentiation is 0, you better know, is equal to what are differential dz? It will be dz upon what? Dx. Cross multiply, what we get here? X dx is equal to what we get here? Dz upon 2. Are you getting the point? X dx is equal to dz upon 2. So directly x dx substituted. You see there, x dx directly it is substituted by x dx is equal to dz upon 2. So what we get here? Integration 1 upon z, the x square plus z, and what value x dx? X dx is what we get here? Come on, dz upon what? 2. 2 is out. 1 upon 2. What is 1 upon z? Dz, it is as like 1 upon x dx. You better know it is a what? Come on, log x. 1 upon x dx is equal to log x. Similarly, 1 upon z dz will be log z. So we will get 1 upon 2, and it will be what? Come on, log z. This is the answer. And if you want, you can retain the value of z. So it will be 1 upon 2 log, what the value of z? The value of z is what? X square plus 1. So this is the answer for you. So this is the integration by substitution method. Are you getting the point? Okay. So this is all about your indefinite integration. Now the time of definite integration. Definite integration. Of for definite integration, there will be the limit. Definite. Definite integration. Let's first see the conceptual point. Let's suppose I ask integrate the capital Fx into dx from a to b. If such type of limit is given, this is minima, this is maxima, or this is lower limit, this is higher limit. Okay. If you have solved this and answer is small fx. Let's suppose integration of capital Fx is small fx as usual, as you are doing. There is no change in integration process. It will be same as like previous. Now you will put the bracket and you will put the higher a and what b. It is integrated, capital Fx integrated as a small fx. Now limit you have to put a to b. First, so what you will put? Higher limit minus sign lower limit. This is the process, keeping in mind. Higher limit minus sign lower limit. So in the place of b you will put, so in the place of x you will put b. So it become fb, then what sign? Minus. In the place of x you will put a, so it will be fa. So what are your answer? Fb minus fa. Higher limit minus sign lower limit. If it is given minus x, so minus a, so it will become minus a, and minus minus it become what? Plus. So according to math you can do it. So if capital Fx is given as a function, its integration is small fx as usual. So you have to put the limit, and the process of putting the limit, higher limit minus sign lower limit. It means higher limit is b, lower limit a. So it will be in the place of x. You have to put the limit in the place of with respect to which you have integrated. So fb, in the place of x you will put the b, and the place of with minus sign you will put the what? A. It will be fb minus fa. Okay. So this is the conceptual point. Now one example I will put in front of you. Let's suppose you are given as like this, x square ds and limit from 1 to 2. Okay. This is the question for you. So what you have to do? First you integrate. It is very easy. What we get here? X power 3 upon 3. You better know x square ds is equal to x power 3 upon 3 n plus 1 upon n plus 1, and limit is what? 1 to 2. Limit is 1 to 2. So what we get here? 1 upon 3. 1 upon 3 is out. In the place of x you have to put the 2. It will be 2 power 3. Very easy. Here you will put 2. So 2 power 3. What sign? Minus. In the place of x you have to put the 1. 1 power 3. Very easy. Higher limit minus sign lower limit. Once again, first you integrate as usual, then in the place of x you will put 2, it will be 2 power 3, then what sign? Minus. This is the formula, minus, and in the place of x you have to put the 1, it will be 1 power 3. So now you solve it. 1 upon 3, 2 ka whole power 3, 2 to the 4 to the 8, minus 1 ka whole power 3 will be 1, so it become 8 minus 1, answer will be 7 by 3. Its answer is 7 by 3. Keep in mind, this is the process by which you can integrate it. Okay, are you getting the point? Okay, one more question I will put for you. Okay, let's suppose another question is given in the form of theta. Let's suppose it is given sin theta from 0 degree to 180 degree. That is trigonometrical. Sin theta is given, so it will be what? D theta. If sin x is given, it will be dx according to their function. So first you integrate it. What you will get? Integration of sin theta, you better know, minus cos theta. Integration of sin theta is minus cos theta. You better know. This is the integration. What a limit? 0 to what? Come on, 180. Okay, are you getting? Now higher limit minus sign lower limit. What a higher limit? Minus cos theta. Theta is 180. Then minus sign, minus according to formula, and 1 minus is there. Minus minus plus. What we get here? Cos 0. Are you getting? Cos 180 is equal to minus 1. Cos 180 is equal to what? Come on, minus 1. So this minus 1 and this minus 1. It will be 1 plus cos 0 is 1. So 1 plus 1 it become 2. This is very, very important question. Once again, sin theta, d theta from 0 to 180 or 0 to pi. First you integrate sin theta. Sin theta integration is cos theta. Limit is there. You put the bracket and limit 0 to 180. Higher limit minus cos theta. Minus cos theta is equal to 180. Minus cos 180. Then minus according to formula, and 1 minus is this. Minus minus plus. Lower limit is 0, cos 0. So it become cos 180 is equal to minus 1. This minus and minus it become plus. And cos 0 is equal to 1, 1 plus 1, answer become 2. So this is all about your definite integration. Okay. So some assignment I will send to you. You try to solve them. Okay. That's all.